minutes because I'm talking on YouTube, Facebook, Twitch, and also Instagram Live. So we'll just wait for some people to roll in. This is for the people who get in beforehand. What's up, guys? In case you missed that, I'm streaming on PC too, so make sure you go click the link in my bio, etc. We'll wait for the people to come in. See how it goes. How's everyone feeling tonight? Goddamn, rolling in. The hell, I ain't never heard your voice. Well, now you have. Sorry. Gets annoying at times. Definitely don't go see it. Your setup is nuts. Thank you, Joseph. Very much appreciated. I like to think it is. Hello, Clay. What's up? What's up, Aiden? Sorry again if you missed it. Go check my stream on like Twitch, Facebook, all that sort of stuff. Go actually watch it so you can properly see it. The people are coming in. I'm on Instagram, FYI, Twitch people. Alright, make sure you go see my shit. I love you guys, and sorry it's 12 a.m., okay? Go click my bio, and I promise I'll make it up to you if you do join. We're going to be doing a production stream with mainly just like sustains and stuff like that, as well as a track breakdown. But yeah, I'll see you guys there. Alright, boys, how we going? Well, now we're into the actual shit. I was just doing a bit of promo. Sorry about that. Let me know if my voice is too loud or too quiet. Thank you. I love the background too. I also fixed the chat, I'm pretty sure. So, poggers. Hopefully it makes up for it. Flig. Alright. Let me open up some stuff. Today's stream, I don't know if you heard from when I was talking to Instagram, but I'm pretty much just going to be doing a track breakdown. We might try and make an intro for this new dub that I've been working on, but other than that, we'll be working on some sustains. I'm just going to like make some quick ones like on the spot that are just easy to do. So like you can actually, you know, just implement it. It's not going to be like a perfect sound, but it's literally just going to be like techniques that I use, normal stuff, you know. On Twitch now. Yes, Oofy. My dog is going nuts in the background, so apologies if you hear any screaming. Alright, yeah. So, I don't really know what else to do. Hello? Hello?
I just opened my phone.
Sorry, my housemate Dylan has just walked in. What's up? You don't have to come sit if you don't want to. You can get ready first. I'm just going to be going through the shit quickly. So if you want to go get ready and stuff. Alright, bet. He's making a D. Everyone say hi, Dylan. Hello, Matt. Good day. Yes, we're making sustains just because you asked. So, yeah, we're going to be doing that right after I go through this new project. Let me open it up. I don't really know how to explain this one too, by the way. It's sort of me just trying to be weird, wacky, kooky, I don't know, nuts, maybe more. Hold on, Dylan didn't shut my fucking door. Alright. I mean, let's get onto it. I just smashed the shit out of my keyboard. Hold on. You didn't hear that. Yeah, so I'll let this one play through just so you can get a basic idea of it. It's a weird one. I still got a lot of gaps that I want to fill in and, you know, mess around with, so we'll try and do that tonight. If not, we'll just go into some sustain work, see how that goes, you know. I'll take you through EQ, all that, blah, blah, blah. But, yeah, alright. We're once again on main speakers, so I'll be muting myself every time I play a song, so excuse me if this gets a little confusing at times. But yeah, I hope you enjoy. It's a fun one. I like it. It's got good vibe. It's got some swang. It's nice. Will this stream be on YouTube after as well? Of course it will. 100% will be. That's always going to be the case. So be contentful, baby. But yeah, let me start that. Enjoy. But yeah, I don't know. We're gonna listen to it a lot, so sorry about if that was a long preview. But yeah, so we'll get into actual necessities in the track. But I want to know what y'all think right now. That's the whip from Patreon, right? Damn right it is. Go get my Patreon right now. Shameless plug. But yes, it is the dub from Patreon, which I'll probably be doing an actual full like video tutorial on whenever I get around to recording that. I'm sort of just like doing these streams as a way to like, you know, get myself comfy in front of the camera, if you can't tell. Oh my god, you guys, you're doing the chat so quickly I can't read it. Trackers and thank you. Astronus, I think I'm pronouncing that correctly. Okay, thank you, man. Hoofy, I love you. Thank you, man. That would be great. Thank you, Aiden. Appreciate it. Film it or it didn't happen. What are you? You guys are on your own shit. God damn. All right, well, fuck you. I'll just let you. I'm joking. All right, bet. Let's just get into the basics of it. I'll go layer by layer. So we'll go kicks, like kick snare pattern, whatever the fuck, because it's a groovy one. We'll go to my like hi-hats. These are all very basic things, by the way, because this is just like a one-day whip that I made like yesterday, the day before. Can't remember. My sleep's horrible, so it's hard to tell. Hey, thanks, Dylan. Thanks for the share. But yeah, so we'll go through layer by layer and see if you guys can learn anything. Just some small things I do, even as like during the production, I'll just like change things to later on affect the master, all that sort of thing. Hey, thank you, Delim. Love you so much. Oh man. Hey, what's up? How you going, Cass? How you going, gorgeous? Don, goddamn, your new shit's insane. I'm so obsessed with it, man. You're fucking don't even get me started on that. But yeah, let's just go through the kick snare pattern first. See if there's anything groovy I can show you, really. For this kick drum pattern, I was honestly really inspired by JG's newest song. If you guys have heard that, like, go listen to it. I can't remember what it's called. Something Skank, I think. I don't know. I just have it in my playlist and listen to it like 40 times a day. But yeah, go listen to that shit, because that's sort of what I based this idea off, trying to get that hip-hoppy vibe, you know. And yes, this is the how to dubst. That's it. That's the stream. Okay, I'm ending it. Thank you. No. But yeah, okay. Here's the kicks and snares. Kind of was giving me some old school Xaber. Hey, I appreciate that. Levi's a fucking legend. So big shout out on that. Thank you. Alright, here we go. So there's like 3 chats I'm having to look over. Okay, let's start. But yeah, so for that kick snare pattern, I was mainly just trying to work on triplets more than anything, and leaving gaps is probably the most important thing when doing this like hip-hoppy style, you know, track, just because like it creates those like skibbity bap like swing, you know. I guess that's the best way to explain it. Yes, the Unit XJG track. It's so fucking hard. It's beautiful. It's so good. Eats, God damn it. But yeah, so you can hear what I mean by the swing of the kicks and the snares because I have extremely heavy like side chain on just to like, I don't know, it creates more of like an actual swing to it because the synths themselves are quite just full. Like I think most of them are just like quarter notes and shit like that, you know what I mean? So it's just like creates a little gap in between it and just helps it go out. But yeah, so it's more of just a preference thing. It depends on whether you like heavy sidechain or not. I'm a bitch for it, so I can't really complain. The only things I really put on my drums, other than EQs, obviously, are like drum full parallels. I learned that from Venom, by the way. Jaden, I love you. Thank you for that. It seriously helps so much on my drums. My throat is closing up. Hold up. Ugh. But yeah, that made the biggest difference to my drums. I don't know if it will translate over stream, but I'll give you a little sound of what it sounds like with or without it. You know, it just I don't know. It gives it more punch, if anything. I honestly don't know what drum utility does. I assume that it's a glue compressor type thing, but you know, it's just one of those things that sounds good when you do like put it on. But yeah, so it's. I don't know if you can hear that, but the snare is just like bam. I don't know. It's fucking good though. It just adds so much. Like I think it's mid tones, all that sort of stuff. I don't know if it's really adding anything or if it's more just creating the space for it or whatever. I honestly can't explain it. Ask Jaden. He's the one that told me to put it on there. But yeah, as for the individual channels themselves, I EQ very horribly. So, also, I forgot to show off this. We do have a zoom in function now for everyone that was saying you can't see. We have a zoomy boy. So I can show you actual stuff, you know. But we'll get into that when I'm showing synths and stuff. It's sort of just easy to show EQs here. But yeah, so mainly I just cut huge ass like peak. I leave a little bit of room at the bottom for my sub bass. That's just a normal thing. I don't know why my chat just glitched really hard. But yeah, my chat glitched. But I leave that little gap there just to create some room for the sub bass. And when you have real low sub basses like I do, I believe it was Kerrigan that said it before, I will show a little bit of sub bass, but it just leaves that gap for it and still has the kick for the kick of the kick, you know, the smack of it. So I've got the peak at around, I don't know, 500 hertz, something like that. But it's just, you do it by ear. You sort of find the point where the impact is, and it just sounds good. I don't know. I was also trying to go for one of those lo-fi-ish type kicks, you know, that sort of style. Hold on, I'm going to try and fix my chat. I don't know what the fuck's happening. I see. It's just YouTube. Don't even worry about it. It's okay. Never mind. Anyway, so we'll move on from the kick. There's honestly not much to the kick. It's just EQing. Like I said, I was going for the lo-fi style. So I wanted to give it sort of more of a low-end thump than, like, say, you know, a phase one kick that's, like, very metal-inspired, you know. My phone's gonna die, and I'm out, Illy. Listen to that stuff when I get home. Okay, love you, dude. Thank you for coming by. I appreciate it, man. But yeah, so the snare's sort of the same. It's just saturator. I can't remember. No, I didn't put a saturator on my snare. For one of the first times ever, I'm also using a kick under the snare clap, which is very unlike me, you know. And my snares mainly consist of just affecting samples. Sometimes I'll make my own snares, but you know, if I know I've got a snare that works for the occasion, I'll put it in and affect it to the best of my ability. But yeah, so I just usually do a bit of like transpositional work. So down here on the, I don't know if y'all can see that, but I'll just mess with the tones, make sure it's all sort of as close to in key as I can get it with my ear. Like, I'm not gonna say I'm any savant, but I can definitely sort of tell when things are out, but not completely. So yeah, just do it by ear. If it sounds bad, it sounds bad. If it sounds good, it sounds good. Honestly, the best way to do it. But yeah, so individually, I think the cheese snare was just a high-end like thing that I needed. Yeah, it's just high-end. Then the ominous snare, all of you know ominous snares. Yeah, that's just, I don't ask. I name samples that I can't remember if I recorded this on out. It might not be recorded out, but if they got weird names, don't worry about it. You saw nothing. Everything in my library is called weird. But yeah, and then I just added a little, I think this is a trap snare. Just give a bit of click. All together, they're just like snappy. Gives that real like, I had to swap browsers just to watch any vid. I don't know what that means, but sure. Hey, thanks guys. There's like 30 of us. I appreciate that. Stick around. We're gonna be doing some actual interesting stuff once I get through this general drum shit. But yeah, for all the clicks, don't look at the name cymatics. I mean, if it works, it works, man. They're just offbeats. Created a roll with it, simply just fade in a triplet, like snare roll. You literally just grab it and then just duplicate the fuck out of it. For those of you that don't know, go into triplet grid by just, clicking that there. You can right click. In case people wonder how you do triplet flows, all that sort of trash, but... I realize now why the chat refreshes. It's because I swap scenes. See, big brain. Alright, bet. But, yeah, so it's just roll snares. That's it. And then all together, once again, just the kick drums. You just get that swang, And then for hi-hats, I won't go through that. Everyone knows how to do fucking hi-hats. Just EQ them. Just literally as harsh as you want to EQ it. I don't even know if I've EQ'd these ones. Oh, I have. Yeah, see? So, like, I do a pretty heavy EQ when it comes to hats and shit like that. But just creates that nice, like, because I wanted, like, a white noisy fill type thing. Yeah, there's nothing interesting there, so we'll just go through that. Van Man synths, don't worry. I'm not even using those. I don't know if you can see, but that's off. I think all of those were just placeholders, as well as, like I said in the previous stream, reuse your own synths. They're the best samples and presets you're gonna get. Well, not the best, but like, I don't know. I make sounds that I want to hear, so they're the best possibility there. What is up with my fucking chat? I need to make sure that I can fucking read you guys. Because I guarantee you guys are sending chats, but I can't see any. Hold on. Let me grab my phone. What is everyone watching on, by the way? Facebook? I'm going to guess Facebook. Alright, anyway, I'm going to continue like it's not doing anything, so let's just get through it. Synths, basically just general shit. Fuck it. Just playing my fucking stories or whatever. FB Boy Twitch. Oh, now it's working. Okay, see, there we go. You're all cutting back in. It's flowing. Yeah, I see it. Good. Remind me not to change scenes. Okay. Let me go through these synths. To be completely honest, this song was entirely just like Flicks, like the other artist Flicks style. I was trying to just get some of his delays. Like, I'll turn off the synths that like sort of make the song, and you'll hear what I mean. Sort of just like chuggy, gunny. I don't know how to explain it, but you'll. So those are the synths by themselves. They're just sort of clicky, high end, nothing that crazy. But then when I accidentally actually dragged on these synths, they were originally just one shots that I had on each kick snare type thing. But then I took it out of my what's it called, post-processing, and it just made this weird sound for some reason and worked. And then I got this like melodic sort of flow, so I made the sub follow that, and you know, that just ended up like this, you know. But yeah, see, so those synths, just for some reason, they really fit. And then, just to refresh your brain, this is what it sounds like all together. It just sort of works, you know. I don't know what it is, but couldn't explain it to you if I had a gun to my head, to be completely honest, which is what this is. I need to work in audio, eh? Honestly, man, yeah, I used to work only in Serum, but now it's just, you know, audio stuff. And watching from YouTube, thank you, Xeonix. I appreciate that, man. See, we got people all over. Thank you for that. Appreciate this. God damn. Alright. Yeah, this is what it sounds like all together, FYI. But yeah, you can see what I mean. It just adds that swing to it. I don't know what those synths did. It's literally just taking them off my post-processing, adding a bit of reverb, as you can see, just a simple EQ, nothing crazy, a bit of a frequency shift, just to make that like tonality more in key. Well, I guess, like, once again, more as in key as I can. And thank you, Cass. Literally me at all your new shit, man. It's insane. But yeah, so just general shit. This is actually the synth beforehand. This is what it sounded like. So you can hear they're sort of similar, but not exactly the same. And then this is just more melodic, I'd say. I don't know. It's got more tone to it, so. And it just sounded cool. I don't know. It sort of reminds me of like a big room house synth, if that makes sense. It's not even... Shut the fuck up, man. Thank you, Gunk. Appreciate that. Or is it Gunk? I don't know what to say. But yeah, as for Reese, this is actually my first time ever making a Reese bass. I was pretty proud of it. I did it all by accident. I was actually trying to just make a rhythm bass, and then I was playing with like the rates and shit like that. Just happened to make a Reese bass, and I was like, that's how you do it. I guess I can show you a little bit of what went into that at least. To be completely honest, it's literally all just this. I don't know how to explain it. But like, I took the rate, or the BPM, sorry, off of my LFO here that has the spin, the LFO and the volume. My lingo is completely off tonight. Sorry, I had like a 2-hour gym session, so apologies, my brain's a little bit fried. But yeah, it's literally just loose LFO so that it gives it that wavy feeling. And yeah, this is what it sounds like. I don't know if it will perfectly, you know, show over, but hopefully you can at least tell what I mean. And that's just it by itself. And then when we add in the sub, it just adds that extra grit, you know? So you get that like whoomp. Yeah. And also, yeah, I was trying something weird with the sub. Don't judge. There's a redux on the sub. It's great. Res, am I right? But yeah, so that's basically it for synth. It's just synth work, that sort of thing. Like MIDI, not MIDI work, sample work. Sorry, that lingo type shit. As for vocals, I can't even remember what this is from. It's just some angry guy.
Petty villain.
Just some angry dude who fucking knows. Or to make a sample pack, my guy. Shit would be tight. I actually do have sample packs. I have one already up on my Patreon, and there will be more coming in the future. So if you would like to, go subscribe to my Patreon. Please. This is a beg. Please. Please. No, I'm joking. Don't feel pressured. But yeah, it's all up on my Patreon. Anything that I show here, I usually go through deeper and or just put up stems and stuff like that. But yeah, I'll stop self promoting But yeah, so it's just simple vocal work. What I like to do is, obviously, I take a lot of inspiration from Midnight Tea, as most people do when it comes to vocal work, you know, try and tell somewhat of a story. Like, I for me, this song was meant to be, like, sneaky, if that makes sense. It's like sneak and hip-hop vibe. Like, I don't know. It's weird. Like, I feel like robbing, like, not to sound bad, but, like, robbing aesthetic type thing. So, yeah, that's why I have, like, the petty criminal and stuff like that in there. And just works, you know. I don't know how else to explain it. But as for my sub, I know multiple people will want to see about this. It's a lot simpler than you would expect. So be prepared to be disappointed. I use Serum for all my subs. Every sub I've ever made in my life has been with Serum. I'm not one of those hip-hop based type people, even though I use Ableton. I've always just used Serum to follow the sub line or make any sort of weird flows type thing. Levi, all you missed was just me rambling on about drums, so don't worry, that was just the beginning of the stream. But yeah, now we're into the juicy part, and we're going to be getting onto some sustain work, and hopefully just making some sustains on spot, trying to showcase different techniques that I use. But yeah, as for subs, like I was saying, weird ass EQs, because I've got a Redux on it, which usually... well, some people may do it, but not a lot of people do it because a lot of people have this stigma against putting anything on subs for some reason. I don't understand it. People think you just need straight sub with an EQ. Like, I guarantee you all the artists you listen to don't do that. So if you're doing that, fuck with your sub. Do shit to your sub. Literally, sub work is like my entire career. So I owe it to subs. And Subfiltronic. Sorry, I said subs, so I thought I'd shout him out. Yes, Renegade knows. Beat the shit out of your subs. You're right, Dylan. But yeah, so basically I just have a heavy-ass Redux overdrive. I pretty much do the same overdrive every time. It's literally just dragging normal overdrive on, then getting this little ball, dragging it right to the corner. It just brings out that low, like, guttural sound, if that makes sense. But yeah, you'll hear it here. I'll try and show it a little bit. If you're watching on your phone, maybe put some headphones on. You might be able to hear it a bit better. But yeah, I'll try and show it as much as possible. You ever just vibe to sub? Woo! Yeah! Fuck! Sorry, yeah, I'll stop. I was probably peeking then, my bad. Let me turn myself down. I'm gonna be yelling a lot. Hope I'm not too loud. Let me know if my volumes are good and stuff. But yeah, so literally the sub just follows the same keys that synth made, all by accident. I was just like, I copied the melody in my head type thing and remade it in the sub. That's literally it. Just kept sustains. One thing I do really like to do with subs is for sustains. Some I'll like cut off shorter than others, and then others I'll have like full half bars or full quarter note type things, so it just like sweeps a little bit better. If you can see here, it's just got that little bit of a swang to it. And then also what I do with all my subs is I create a static layer. So some might call it like electric sound or white noise, I guess you could say. But to me, it's just like TV static, if that makes sense. So I try to create like an electricity sound. But yeah, usually that's literally all just by getting the exact same sub. I'll go back and show the Serum preset, but it's not a preset, but I mean the Serum. But yeah, I just get a sub with square wave. I get the same the same overdrive, except I do it by ear sound where it will fit best in the mix for the synths. You know, it all depends. From an FL peasant, Ableton plugins, foreign language. Don't worry about the stock Ableton plugins. Honestly, overdrive is just distortion. Redux, you should have Redux on FL. EQs, you know what EQs are. But Serum you can get anywhere as well, so you should be good on there. But if I can explain any more, please tell me if there's a way to explain it for FL heads, you know, since I have never used FL, so I can't really do it off my brain, off the top of the head, like skidding. I don't know. Let's stop. But it's just square wave on there. Then you get an overdrive. Still got a bit of redux, so it melds. You get that like static sound. Then together, it's literally just. You see what I mean? So it's just got a like little electric sound, and like I said, you do that by ear to sound to hear where that fits in the mix with the synths, etc. These are just short little sustains that I do as placeholders. Do you use drum bus? No, never. I do know how to. I am honestly too lazy. I just don't. But I should at least showcase it a little bit. I did do that in school though, so never really done it since though, I can't really admit. But yeah, so this one's just a simple sustain thing. It's just a little like fart, I don't know. I use it as a placeholder mainly so that it can just like impact, and I know that there's meant to be a sustain there that, or something that I want to create, you know. Just a placeholder, which I do very often. This is just effects, which is just simply, pretty sure, fucking police siren and some sweeps, I think, from Greymon, one of my songs, and other stuff. Oh no, they're coming! Oh, run! Everybody get out of here! Get out! Get out of here! It's not safe. Oh no, we're at a beach. I don't know. Sweet beach, close enough. Yeah. Oh man, I should not have gone to the gym just before this. I'm so fucking tired, man. Not in a bad way, I just mean my brain's fried. So excuse the horrible lingo that I am using. But other than that, for my masters, I boost the fuck out of my masters. Like I said on the last stream, don't fucking care about dynamics. Sure, if you're making a beautiful like rhythm ballad, I don't know, some sort of thing, some shit that you're gonna propose to your wife with a kick and snare clap, I don't know. Unless you're making shit like that, you don't need dynamics. All today's dubstep, or at least majority of today's dubstep, is based around metal, hardcore, stuff like that, which, if you haven't noticed, they don't care about dynamics at all. We're meant to have angry music. We're meant to be loud. We're meant to be distorting. So all the distorting you hear is on purpose. Distort the fuck out of your shit. Seriously. Who cares? We're making angry shit. You're meant to. But yeah, so once again, I'll just play it all the way through, just so everyone that wasn't here for it can hear it properly. Once again, if you rip this, you're just gonna be ripping a shitter version of the song. Just pay me. Like this is a one-day whip. If you seriously rip this and play this out, I'm sorry for you. You probably need better songs in your playlists. But if you're on my Patreon, you've already got it. Aha. But yeah, alright. Just let you guys listen to it. We'll have a little vibe, and then we'll get on to some sustain work. I'll show you some simple, like, glitchy sustains. I'll show you some alien basses, some wook basses, and then I'll show you my go-to sustain, which is just that angry tonal. If you listen to my song Pain Toys, it's sustains I use in that sort of thing. So just that angry sound. So yeah, we'll have a listen through, and let me know what you think of it for all of those that weren't here before. But then we'll get into some sustain work. God, that is such an annoying word to say multiple times. But yeah, we'll get into that. Hopefully you can learn some stuff. Let me know what you think of this dub. Once again, I'm just gonna say it's swangy. Enjoy. I had it soloed. Enjoy it now. It was still solo. Ah! Okay. It is unsoloed. Everyone saw me unsolo it. Now it's playing. Also, thank you for 30 consistent viewers. This is actually quite nice. Thank you. I appreciate that. If you're wondering, I can see all the viewers because I'm streaming on like 3 different platforms. So let me know what you're streaming on. I saw some of you say Twitch. Just depends what you prefer on. But yeah, enjoy the...
Petty villain.
Don't rip this.
Petty villain. Petty
Once again, don't rip
villain.
this. Yeah, I didn't really get to show that switch, so quickly I will show... Well, it's not a switch. I actually made it with the intent to just have a breakdown, but it's a little bit harder of a breakdown than I meant, but it's just meant to be a bit chiller. I don't know if I really like this initial break just yet, but the rest of it is dope. Yes, thank you, and fuck you, Dylan. Do not fuck extra. Don't. I haven't heard that name in so long. I think I just tore a left nut. Hello, my dog is here. Dog! Dog! Dog, have you got anything to say? He doesn't. What a waste of... What a waste. I'm sorry, I love you. Got hair all over my mouth. I forgot about extra. So did I. But yeah, for this switch or breakdown, whatever you want to call it, basically just took the same sub, like literally just took my sub and then, you didn't hear that burp, took my sub and then put it into Serum. Oh, it was already in Serum, sorry. But did an initial preset type thing and then just made a simple ass like squelch. I think it took like 5 minutes. It's literally nothing hard at all. Like, it's a really simple sound. I just wanted that little sustain grit at the end. And then I was also trying to do like a sort of switch up each bar type thing. So for this next one, I literally just took the same synth except stretched it a little bit and just made it a little bit more gritty. See, as you can see, the LFO does not drop down there. If I was to drop that down, it would sound exactly the same as the other synth. It's literally the same synth. Yeah. And then all together, it just works. I've got some butter-da-das, you know. That's what I call them, butter-da-das. Resample the burp. Yeah, literally, I will. I actually want to start doing some like resample like song things, like not to sound cringy, TikTok stuff, but you know, like that sort of shit. But we'll get onto that another day. But yeah, so all together it just sounds like this. Yeah, so it's just butter-da-das and some, you know, simple ass synths. Honestly, this song is 99% sub, as you can tell by this ending area. Yeah, see? All sub. Literally all sub. Nothing impressive. But yeah, now that that's shown through, For all of you that were waiting for the sustains, we'll just get onto that straight away, and I'll just see how many sustains I can make off the top of my head. See if you can use anything, what you like to do. I'm not going to be saving this because I know for a fact I would have fucked something up. But yeah, so what we'll do is we'll just set 140, just because everyone knows me. I like to make like 141.5 weird ass BPMs just for the sake of fucking with people that play live. I play live too. That's not a diss. I just mean it's fun. Makes it a little bit more interesting when someone plays one of my songs live. I'm like, damn, he can sort of beat match, you know. He can do other BPMs other than 145, you know. Make some beat. What? The vegetable? Nah, I'll make some beats. I will actually make beats. I do actually, if we get through sustains, I will be trying to make an intro for that song we were listening to just before. So that might be some fun, because I do want to make a hip-hop-y style beat for that. So definitely be fun for some people that are interested in that aspect. But as for now, we're just going to do some sustain work, some doob step. Hey, thank you, Cotton Dub. Appreciate it. But yeah, so mainly I work within Serum. You can honestly use anything, but most of the people I know use Serum, so it's just what I call home, you know, what I'm used to. But I'll bring up the Serum. Where is it? Am I blind? I'm on the wrong channel. There we go. Shall I zoom this in? Yeah, I'm gonna zoom this in. Hold on. Just while I'm doing this synth work, I'm gonna have no face cam, so apologies for that. We're gonna be on this screen. Oh, that's just face cam. Hello. I'm looking. My stream's up there, by the way. Okay. Anyway, this is the camera I was meant to be on. So hopefully you can see Serum a little bit better. We'll just go through some simple shit, see what we can do, you know, fuck around a little bit. But yeah, where is my key? Beautiful, beautiful. That's how I like it. So yeah, for the first one, I'm actually going to do the simplest thing that I know. Wook bass, or not wook basses, but, you know, trippy sounding sustains. Simply start with literally any basic shape, saw, triangle, whatever. It does not matter, as long as it's got some grit to it. Even if it's one of, like, say, you know, the other digitals. Icon has kick is great too, because it has some weird, like, siney effects, you know. I don't know. But yeah, I'll show you. Let's actually just go to basic shapes so that I can show you each individual sound itself. I am blind. I am blind. There we go. Alright. And then you just simply go to frequency shifter. And, yeah. You get some weird ass, like, alien shit. Oh, I don't know if you can see. Hold on. Let me do this. That's better. There we go. There's the frequency shifter. So see here, all we got is just simply, and you just affect this fine. You got some Wookiee style basses. Simple. Elegant, simple, beautiful. And then we've got some, what I like to call vibrato. I mean, technically it's not vibrato because it's frequency shifting, but you can give it a wobbly effect. What I like to do is just set it to 16ths, and then any amount. You can get some weird, like, alien sounds. You can use these for intros, outros, breakdowns, literally anything. Switches. I use them a lot of the time as just, like, backing synths that, like, you know, fill out the rest of the sound. That's usually what I do. I actually just gave a bit of feedback to a friend to do that. So it is a very, very useful sound that I use a lot. And if you listen to my music, you'll hear it a lot. But yeah, you just get... It's just, you know, cool. It's got a weird sound to it. I sort of vibe it, you know. Don't know if that makes sense, but it does to me. So, does that work? I'm only swapping back so that we can see chat and see what everyone's saying. But yeah, other than that, I will take you just through some basic effects. What I'll do, at a basics hyperdimension, mix all the way down to 0. You don't really want more than that because you'll just fuck up your own shit. Dog, hello. Hey, what's up, Jaden? Sorry, I wasn't looking at chat. My bad. Hey, beautiful. Love you. But yeah, so I just had an hyperdimension. I usually keep it anywhere between 5% and 0. Don't really want to go further than that. You'll get a lot of phasing issues, shit like that. But as for this, pretty similar with dimension as well. You don't want too much. I almost always set it to 0%. Literally 0%. I love you too, Jaden. So much, goddamn. Send me something else to work on, please. Everybody, we have Van Man in the chat. The Van Man. But yeah, so this is basically just to widen up the synth, give it a little bit more of, spacing within mixing, anything like that. Just make it a bit wider. It's really good for these synths too, because it makes it sound more airy, which you sort of want. Just gives you that wide, that big chungus. And a big. Hey! What are you barking at? Hey! I'll bark at you. You want to bark? Hey! Just give me the bark. He's barking, sorry. Hey! Thank you, Jacob. Much appreciated. Also, what I do for one of these synths, you can do diode. Shut the hell up. Come here. Stop it. Stop. Okay. What you usually do, you go to I swear to God, dog. Come here. Come. Okay. What I would do, usually, is just put diode or anything like that. Usually go to pre. I hate it when my fucking shit does this. Can you stop barking? Have you got something to say? He has something to say now. After all this time, he has something to say. Go on. The stage is yours. You're talking all this smack, and you ain't even gonna say it on stream. That's what I thought. Exactly. But yeah, so diode just adds a little bit of grit. You can really use it however you want. Just makes it a little bit grittier. Turn the drive up as much as you want. You can get some of that gritness. But yeah, see? And then literally just compressor, always go multiband, gain it, release tight usually. And you get some weird sounds. Yeah, see? You get it? So that's one. And then I guess we'll try and make my go-to synth, which is my I don't want to say cheat, but it's sort of how I cheat when I don't know what sustain to make. It's just what I go to, like my Pain Toys synth, that sort of thing. Was something that took a while to get used to. I love my dog, but he definitely barks at a lot of the sounds that I make. But yeah, let's get started on the synth. So what I usually do, just go here, we'll go initial. I'm going to swap back to the close-up cam so that you guys can actually properly see. So what I usually do here is I'll go to Distortion Bass Dropper. I believe that's what it stands for. I'm not entirely sure. I'll bring on an LFO. Bring this to about, I don't know, maybe a third of the way. It's usually the sweet spot. Hold on, I gotta turn off these effects so I can properly show. Yeah. So there, you get that gritty bass type thing. And I'll set it to an envelope so you get that sort of rise up, that flow out. Just like that. Bring my level down, bring that all the way up. Bring this over here. This hole here literally just creates a little space for all the drums to sit in, etc., all that sort of stuff. Then you just, envelope that as well. And there we have a little bit of a sustain. And then what I'll usually do is I'll go over here to my filter. I'll go multi, HP, or high pass 12. Then you just get literally the same thing. You don't have to do this. Sometimes I'll use other LFOs that like are modulating to get different sounds. That's actually how I got the respace. So if I was to make a respace, you just bring that, or not this one down, sorry, you just get another LFO and you use that LFO on there with your rate not synced to BPM, and then bam, you can make any respace practically. But yeah, so for this one, you just smack on there. Now what we're going to try and do is peak at specific frequencies to create tonal sounds, which is usually how I go about creating stuff. But yeah. Sorry, I'm going to mute while we do this, so just listen and enjoy. Alright. See, already we have quite a bit more tone to it. We've got specifics. We can move this down a bit. Get some tones going, that sort of stuff. I'm gonna sneeze. I didn't sneeze. False alarm. But yeah, then most of the synth will then come from widening it. The same as before, literally just like this. Just make it a bit wider, maybe a little less. Somewhere like that. We get a distortion. And what I usually do is get an LFO, go there, bring it up like that. So it has a little roll to it. And see, already we're getting the sound we want. Once again, this is Diode 2. See? We're getting there. Slowly getting there. Alright, there's that synth. Sometimes I'll add a delay, give it a little more metallic. Usually, sweet spots with delays anywhere between 20 and I'd say 38, depending on the delay you want. Let's go for a 25, just randomly. Stick that up. Bring that a little bit down so it's nice and tight. There we go. And then literally same filter every time when I'm making a sustain. You'll see this a lot. Phaser 12. Literally, I don't know what it does. It's a phaser, obviously. It just adds a lot of like vocalization to the sound and just like helps with the crunch. You'll hear it here. Add a bit of high end, make that crisper. And there, simply. Simply, that's just an angry sustain, you know? It's my go-to sustain. For multiband, same thing, gain it a little bit just to push it. Yeah. There we go. And then for any like modulation stuff like that, sometimes I like to do pitch stuff. I'll just make it on LFO 8 so I know what it is and it's far away, so I don't fuck with it. Set that to 12. How I did that is you double click on this little gray bit here. Once you double click on that, it will allow you to type it in. 12, of course, is exactly an octave. If you want to do 2 octaves, do 24, 3, 36, etc., all that shit. Or if you want to say do like just stay in key, a good thing to remember is just 3 semitones. Like it doesn't always work, but 3 semitones usually means you'll be in key. It's just a safe way to do it. So yeah, so that's set to 12. All you do, go to 8. You'll hear it almost instantly. hold on, I forgot to actually set it to the master tune. So you go over here on the, what is this? Destination thing. Then you go global, master tune. That allows you to affect, it's like pitch bend down here. Gives you that wobble, whatever you want to do with it. See? So you can get some weird like swangs with it. Yeah, see? That's my go-to synth usually. And as for effects on that, I'd usually just go for a simple kilohertz saturator. That's always my go-to. Literally like 99% of the time. Anyone that has ever seen me produce will also back me up on that. Sounds like some D&B teens. I agree. Sorry, I couldn't see the chat while that was happening. Health Boys 12, sup gang. Okay, sup Trenton, thank you, appreciate it. I don't know why some chats are not showing up on the screen, but I'm seeing some and few. I need to get my Twitch and YouTube chats combined so that it's easier for me to keep a hold of. But yeah, so usually I'll just put a saturator on, just gives it a bit more grit. Yeah, see? So you got some grit, you got some angry sounds. Did you ever meet Fex? No, I did not meet Fex. I sort of wish I did. Don. Of course the Don. I don't even... Is he Australian? I don't know if he's Australian. I am from Australia, if you did not know. I subscribe to the channel. I will come here if you ask for help. I will help. Thank you, man. Appreciate it. I will also help you as much as I can, hopefully. But yeah. So there's my go-to synth. Usually how I make shit. Can literally make any screams with it. Like I said, if you want to change the tone of it, all you do is you just go to your filter, just move it up a little bit. Get some angry stuff, you know. Can make some real angry shit. Yep, he's from Newcastle. Oh, damn, I did not know that. Yeah, no, never met him. I haven't met many people from Newcastle, honestly. Mainly just DeLion, my baby. I'm not sure if he's from Newcastle, but that's New South Wales, right? I think. I should know my own country, but I don't. But yeah, that's one of the only guys I would say I vibe with there type thing. Of course, I love all the music from over there, but I meant that I've met, and that was just on tour. I am from Russia. Oh, shit, man. Good luck with all that shit. I don't know what else to say there. I'm staying out of that, but good luck to you, man. But shit, damn. What time is it in Russia, though? What the hell? What? To me, Russia is just like so far away. I don't even expect it to be even similar to our time zones. I think you might need to go to bed. I'm joking, dude. Of course, stay here. Glad you're here. But yeah, so we'll try and get on to another synth. I don't really know what else I'll be able to show off the top of my head. How about we just make another vibrato style one? I'll show you some vibrato work. You know, not so Wookiee anymore, but more just vibrato FM synthesis, which, if you're a Brostep fan, is quite helpful. Don't like Brostep? I'm sorry. But yeah, for that, pretty much all you need is just... I'll go back to this camera. All you need for that is usually just 2 different FM sounds. I honestly can't remember. I haven't done it in so long. So we're going to see where it goes. Obviously, I'm going to change the second oscillator. I'll go to basic shapes because from memory, that is a good way of getting some taste. See, we're already getting that FM bro steppy sound. But yeah, so also a good thing for that is just sync because you can create higher octaves, etc. then sync, like I said, that's just a little... That's just a little, you know, effect. Get some modulation. What I like to do is get some, like, movement on it. Like that. There we go. And then I'll go over here, do the same HP, except now with not a heavy resonance. So we just get that nice cut. There we go. Yes, and then like I said, move the octave up down. You can get even angrier sounds, the angry shit. I don't know how else to explain that. It's just FM synthesis. Literally go hyperdimension, shit like that. Same thing, literally same thing. Go distortion. If you want to add some distortion, get some of that. Maybe bring that down a bit. Filter, we'll go phaser plus 12 again. Alright, then go back to matrix, and literally same pitch bend thing, except now we're going to be creating a vibrato by just making it tighter and on 16ths. You set it to triplet down here. 16ths. If I can fucking move my hand. Then we can get some wobble to it. See? Some weird synths. How about we move this down a little bit, make it a lot more. Yeah, see? Just bro step synth. You can make intros with that. Usually just keep it at 16. Sometimes if you want to, you can make have as many voices as you want, but I usually keep them pretty tight. Don't try to blend it too much. Just makes it a little bit wider. It's nothing much. Same compression. There you go, multi-band. Bam, bam. Bam. There's a synth. There's a synth. I've shown you 3 synths now, or 3 sustains. But yeah, like I said, all those like, what's it called, tips and like, little tricks I do are just like implementable in anything. Like you can implement those sustain things in literally anything. Yo, there's an ambulance parked next door. Damn, sheesh. I have to check that out. Oh, see you, Levi. Love you, man. There is a synth. Bam! And the synth is there. But shit, man. Alright, there's a bunch of synths. You know what? If you guys like these synths, I'm going to put them up on my Patreon for everyone to listen to and use as they please, obviously with no, like, hate or anything like that. There was a faturator. There was a faturator on my Ableton right there, and it was making a bit angrier than I meant it to. But yeah, no, it was making it angrier than I meant it to, so that synth actually probably should have sounded more like this. That's the synth I was going for. My bad. You can hear that a lot better now. Bam! There's a synth. But yeah, if you like these synths, I'll make sure I'll do a whole pack of these up on my Patreon for you to use as much as you like. No, like, don't need to give me credit, nothing like that. Use it. It's a synth preset. No mumbo jumbo. No fine print. Nothing like that. But yeah. Other than that, man, honestly, might just go through some dubs, see if we can make maybe an intro for that first song I was showing off, because I really want to just like get something into it, but don't know if I can. Let's see what we can do. I don't know what these other whips of mine are. You ever just make whips and not know what they are? Let's keep that as sus. Don't say any. Don't say it. Don't say it. Should have sent a fire truck for all this. Yeah, but let's hope my neighbors are alright. God damn. Alright, bet. Let's see if this works. Alright, I don't know if we're going to get through much of it. I'm literally just going to have a little fuck around. We'll see if we can do anything. If not, send me some questions. Oh, see, good. Thank you, Wobbs. As usual, you're a savior here. Love you. Shut the fuck up, Bailey. Don't you dare say it. But Wobbs, very, very appreciated. And yes, I do use Vital sometimes, but to be fair, it's not my go-to. I'm much more comfortable in Serum. Anything I can make in Vital, I can make on Serum better and cleaner. But that being said, I will use Vital to like test myself type thing, or like to try out some new shit. Or usually what I'll do with new synths is I only work with them when I'm in the mind space of I don't know what synth I'm making. I'm just gonna go in, do shit until it sounds good. That's when I use Vital, if that makes sense. Useless utility. I love Vital. Vital's great. I think it's a brilliant VST, but it's definitely not my forte. I will say that. Serum is much more applicable in my line of work, at least. But yeah, for those of you that weren't here before, give a quick listen just to the beginning of it. I know I've shown it a lot this stream, but like I said, each stream's going to focus on a specific song, what I've been working on in the week, and then whatever questions everyone says. Are you going to Lost Lands? I freaking wish. I think Serpents and I and Venom got, you know, a decent amount of votes, but not sure what it's measured on. I don't think it's purely votes, but yeah, I wish we were going to Lost Lands maybe next year. Who knows? It's all vibe. We're here for the music, man. I'm definitely more of a producer than a DJ, but I do love shows. I love shows so much, but I definitely would say this is what I do. You know what I mean? But yeah, hopefully I can go to Lost Lands sometime. We're meant to go for one of the years for a Serpent show, but then all the COVID shit happened, so that sort of put a dampener on everything. There was so much Serpent shit that was meant to happen, but yeah, put a dampener on it. But yeah, so we'll just listen to the beginning of this drop so you can get an idea of it, and then we'll see how. But yes, as Jaden said, just visa things. Literally just visa things. If we could possibly get visas, we would be able to go over play shows whenever someone wants us to play a show. But sadly, it's not that easy and not that cheap. Very much not that cheap. You would expect it to be a little bit easier, but it is not at all. I can tell you that right now. But yeah, so what we're going to try and do, I'm just going to see if maybe I can get some drums going. We'll just see if we can make a sub line. That's really all I'm going to focus on, see what we can get going. So I'll just copy over some drums just so we have a basis to go off. I'll do the same with the sub. It's just what I like to do so that I know what key I'm working in, yada yada, all that trash, who knows. But yeah, so let's get started on that. I'm going to make the drums a bit simpler because obviously this is not a drop. How about we take the cheese snare off. We do some less kicks. Bop, 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 bop. And then we'll just copy that over, just so we have a basic kick pattern. Okay, sick. Now what I was thinking before when I was working on this was maybe doing just some sort of an easy sustained quarter note flow. Who knows? Something like this maybe. Get rid of these. Wait. These. Hello? Delete. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I'm thinking is maybe we'll do like a beep, beep, boop, boop, doop. Something like that. What I tend to do is mouth out most of the shit. Oh, I didn't even realize I changed my camera. My bad. I gotta remember that my keys are set to hotkeys. So yeah, what we'll do is just that. Bring it down a beep beep. Get something going. Okay, so I want like a beep, beep, ba-doop, boop. Something like that. Beep. I love the offbeat synths. Thank you, Jaden. I love you. I love your offbeat synths. No, I love your offbeat synths. I love your harder does. I love your bada buzz. I love it all. Okay, bet. I think that's gonna work. So we'll do a little boop, beep, beep. 1, 2, 3. See if that works. Most likely won't, knowing my thing. Okay. Why is that higher and lower? What have I done? What have I done? Never mind. There we go. Beautiful. Works beautifully. So just duplicate that over. Okay, I think we're gonna have a little offbeat kick. Maybe something like ba ba da da. Alright. Think that's gonna work for what we want it for. It's just like a little. Yeah, no. Me and Hamish are pretty bad at that. Okay, I'm vibing it already. I am vibing already. You know what? Since I showed you guys how to do that sustain before, how about we try and make a sustain to layer with that? Like some alien sounding thing. Beautiful, beautiful. God damn, that's working. That's working. Then we'll drag it down to my static layer, just so we get some static. That effect scared the shit out of me. I hope it did the same to y'all. But yeah, so we got a little intro. Now, let's just make a little sustain to lay over the top. See how it goes. Get rid of this EQ. We'll keep the redux on there because it might actually work in our favor. Turn the overdrive off for now. Let's open up the serum. Just make an initial preset. Go like that. What's this sound like? Okay, it does sound a bit fucked. Alright, let's get started on it. Let's go through... you know what? Yeah, let's do a sine wave. And then we'll FM it through to a square. May sound nice. Let's see how it goes. We'll have a little fuck around, see what works best. That is on AM, not FM. I forgot to turn the octave up. See what I mean? That works pretty well already. Alright, let me just chuck that EQ back on there. I just heard Dylan yell. Let's see how it goes. Hey, see, that's working pretty well. That's not bad. That's not bad at all. I actually don't mind that. I did not expect that to work as well as I thought it would. Maybe I won't delete this. Alright, let's drag that onto there. We'll do my same FX bullshit. I want to try and drag it up maybe a little bit. Night Gunk, thank you for tuning in. Very appreciated. I want to try and see if we can make a little roll up maybe. That's a very yummy snack, roll up. Damn, I did not expect that to work so well. And yes, thank you, man. I appreciate it. Hopefully I catch you on the next stream, man. Thank you for tuning in. See, I would go up an octave, but I feel like it's too much. So what I'm gonna do instead is try something. You know what? I think this is one of those times where simple is better. Genuinely. Okay, so let's add a hyperdimension on. Down. Drag that up to like 20. All the way down. Distortion. I actually might add a little bit of down sample. So we can get a little bit more of a redux like we've got on our effects chain. Okay, I'm just having that there as to add a little bit of background layers and stuff like that. Create a little bit of a tingle in the back of your brain, if that makes sense. You know what? Phaser might work, it might not. Let's give that a try. Yeah, no phaser. Disagree. As for me, we'll just put a phaser plus 12. always go to. As I said, all sustains are equal. Boop, boop. Oh, I'm muted. Never mind. What I was saying is, I feel like this is going to be one of the best streams or one of the better streams to watch afterwards, as it's going to be most likely easier to implement the stuff as you're doing it. So please feel free to go subscribe to me on YouTube. It's mainly where it's going to be. I think it is up on Twitch for a little bit. I'm not sure about that, but I'll have to check. But if you're not sure, go to my YouTube so you can watch it fully and do it as you're producing. That's the best way that I could suggest it. Other than that, made a little bit of an intro, got a little bit freaky, made some weird stuff. I hope some of you learnt stuff, had a little bit of fun with it. Who knows? Might be able to do something a bit more grasping next time. Like, I'm thinking maybe next time we do some like actual sample work, because that way it's a lot more hands-on. I get to show you how I do my triplet flows, how I do my ba-da-da-das, how I like use different things like frequency shifter, create tones, all the distortions in the world that you possibly could use, that sort of stuff. But yeah, make sure you follow me on everything so you can stay up to date with it, whatever. Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, all that bullshit. Go on my Patreon if you want any of these sounds. I will be doing a pack maybe of the sounds I've just made over this stream for people to use at their own leisure, whatever they'd like to do. But other than that, if you got any questions for me, feel free to hit me up on Facebook, Instagram, all that stuff. Again, Patreon gets a little bit of a special thing. Thank you, Sean. Very appreciated. But yeah, I hope you all enjoyed. And like I said, every single week, Tuesday, 7:30 West Australian time. I don't know what that is for everywhere else. I only know Queensland, 2 hours ahead. I hope to see you all next time. We had a pretty good turnout. At some points, there was 30, 40 people. I'm very happy with that. Thank you all. And like I said, go watch it afterwards. Get in your brain. Don't care about masters. Boost your shit. Distort stuff. Fuck everybody. Live your life. Who cares? Just make music how you want to make music. But yeah, I guess that's all I can really say, guys. Thank you for joining me here. I love you. Good night. Hit me up if you need anything. Once again, this will be up on everything. Love ya. Link tree in description, bio, all that shit.